Sneaking Tooth 50 here, and we are playing SnowRunner. I've been asked by a couple of people to help with a little hints and tricks, tutorial, walkthrough kind of thing. So I'm gonna help you out here. This is right after the tutorial, what to do next, how to do things, what to do, kind of a beginner's guide to SnowRunner. Now, this is that first truck that you were given after the pickup truck. So, if you're like most people, you've gone to Alaska and have tried to go around there, failed miserably, so have come back to Michigan, and this is where I am going to take over. And so we'll just jump in this beast here, and we'll start her up, take the handbrakes off, and we will go just around the corner, because some of you may have seen it when you came in. Now, I didn't start a brand new game for this. I just kind of set it up, put things back to original stock. As you came in, you would have seen this vehicle right here. So let's go ahead and jump over to that. To do that, press the up on the D-pad for functions, change truck, and go over to the Fleet Star. Now, when you try and start this up, it's going to be totally broke down, have no fuel in it. So either you can wait to repair it, or just recover it to the garage, just like that. Now, once you've done that once, you can leave the garage, and now you have a brand new truck. She's much better than that GMC that you have. So what I suggest you do is we'll take her back into the garage, and then to get into the other vehicle, we're just going to go to our map, find the GMC, which is right here, and jump in that. And then we'll bring that to the garage. Now, this next part is totally up to you, but I find there's not really much use for this truck. It's a highway truck. It is not going to do the job, and it's going to get pretty stuck in this map. So retain that, pressing square. Then you go into trucks, and we could use a little bit of money right to start off with. So we are going to sell our GMC. Now, I have the DLC pack, so this truck right here is in Navistar, one of the DLCs that you can get. I am not going to use that in this tutorial. This is another truck you're going to find in the Michigan map. It's got quite a few upgrades to it, but for the purpose of this video, we're not going to use those. So this is the truck we're going to start using, customize. Engine-wise, you have to find the other engines, so we're just going to stay right there. Gearbox, we still need to explore the map some more to find those, so you're going to be there. Suspension, we're going to keep it in stock. You will eventually find the raised suspension somewhere in the map. Tires, She starts off with highway tires, and you can upgrade them as you progress through. But for purpose of this video, we are going to keep her at stock. What can you do with just a stock vehicle, pretty much? But we're going to go down to frame add-ons. This is going to be pretty much what you want to buy first. A flatbed should be your first investment, and your second one is going to be the loading crane. But that's personal opinion. Now, let's take this out. Handbrake off. Now it has come to, let's say it's nighttime. And those little tiny headlights, or I should say wet headlights, you're going to hit L1 and circle. That's how you turn your headlights on and off. L1 and X, that's shut down the engine, and we'll start her up again. Anytime I find you're going to be sitting around for a little while, shut down the engine. These things don't sip at fuel, they drink them, and once you start upgrading them, they're going to start chugging fuel pretty quickly. So anytime you have a chance to shut her down, you're going around taking a look at the map, just shut her down for a couple of minutes. Now, I have explored this entire map. There should be no upgrades left. I don't want to really do too much of a spoiler video. I want you to be able to find out where a lot of the things are yourself, because really that's what this game is all about. Exploring and trying to survive the elements with your machine. So, first thing, this camera view gets stuck all over the place. Sometimes you'll be here, and just really sucks. It is super helpful in some areas, but let's jump inside the truck. To zoom out, pull back, or zoom in, push forward on the left stick. To zoom out, pull back on the left stick. And to change your views, you press the R3, push down on the right stick to get into interior view. Now let's brighten things up a little bit here. When I first started, I was extremely bad at steering, and this is probably what a lot of people are doing, steering like that, really heavy, lots of oversteer. So let's get out onto the main road, make this corner, and I'm not putting much pressure on the throttle, just gently, but just watch the steering wheel as we go. You're going to want to make smaller adjustments to the steering. Don't bring it all the way over like that, because that's how you kind of start messing yourself up. So just little adjustments, a little bit slower, and away we go. Now this road here is pretty much the one that you just came up from finishing the tutorial. So just little adjustments here and there. And not too much back and forth. So just practice around with the steering, making little more slow adjustments. Just think like you're driving your own car. Just picture that left stick as your steering wheel in your car. You're not going all the way over to make a little tiny corner. You're just moving it slightly around to get around the bend in the road. As you remember, this is pretty much all stock. The only thing I've added was the truck bed on it. And this is pretty much the way you're going to want to go back to do the first mission that you should be doing. You're going to want to come around. We're going to go back to the lumber mill. Which is just down this road. And I should have showed you a little bit before, but let's go into the map here. I know it kind of teaches you how to use set waypoints, or tells you how, but a little trick that I find is from the garage. You shouldn't really need to know which way to go, but I come out sometimes, I'm not thinking, and I will put a waypoint right here if I'm going to turn right or left, or right here going out. So let's kind of do to the lumber mill. Put one right there because we went that way all the way along, and I like to do it at the intersection where I'm turning. So which way am I turning? Just after the intersection. Same thing right here. Put one right there. Then we are going to go all the way along here. And then I want to go down in here. And then we're going to come in here. And we can either load the lumber from the mill right here, or we can grab this sideboard trailer. So let's remove all of those, and I'll kind of show you in action what this kind of looks like. So that's where we're going to go. Let me get rid of the other stop tracking that. That way we're not going to have as many. We're just going to have that one view, waypoint. Now, as you can tell, this truck is moving through this area a lot better than that first time he came up this road with that GMC truck, that truck is awful. So that's why I suggest as soon as you start, as soon as you can, as soon as you get this vehicle, sell that truck. You can always buy it back if you're worried about selling a vehicle. Just work your way up at getting more money. So I put this waypoint here so I know that I'm turning right here. So now we have this trailer here. You may have used this for your building your bridge. It's got 2 lumber on it, so you can either back up and grab that trailer if you didn't do that already, or you can load 2 lumber. Sorry about that. 2 lumber from the mill. If you sit too long in an area, you may start to sink in the mud a bit. And I'll show you how to recover from that in a little bit here, but we'll stop. From here, grab 2 lumber. And you probably won't see this on your map just yet unless you just automatically started exploring. But this is probably one of the first things you should do. Just to help yourself out and allow yourself to do other missions. See how that view is getting all messed up? There, now I can move the camera again. Now I am pretty stuck. To do that, let's switch your gear. L1 over on the right stick to L, and then we'll put the Diff Lock on. Just rock the wheels back and forth. And there she starts to go again. Now if we need help, this is probably a little heavy for that little tree, but I'm just using a regular winch point. Now put the handbrake on. To get there, press up on the D-pad, attach winch, find a spot to winch to on your truck using the left and right D-pads, and you can go through the winch points on your vehicle. So I want to come over just a little bit, so I'm going to put that one, and then we're going to try and find a winch point. So we got that tree there, over there, over there. So we could probably do there. Accelerate. Whoops, did that wrong. Let's see if we can. My fingers aren't working today. Attach a winch point, we'll go there. Let's winch our way just over, out of the mud there a little bit. Get up onto some more solid ground. put her back into drive here. And off we go. Come up this road here. Once you get here, you're gonna turn right. And right in there, there's gonna be a mission pointer. And then with the wood, you just drive up a little bit. And then that's how you build this bridge. That is probably one of the easiest things to do right off the bat, to get this bridge done. And then we're going, for the purposes, I am just going to reset this vehicle back to this garage. So let's go over and find our Chevy. This is probably right where you left it if you didn't go and retain it already. So let's start this up. And we will try get us out of here. Part of the tutorial, everyone should have found this viewpoint right there, or this viewpoint up here. This one may have been a little bit harder to get to, but that's the one I'm going to show you how to get to. And we'll see if I can make it. So it's been a little while since I've played with the stock Chevrolet here, but let's get going. Now when you see little dips like this, it's always good to slow down just a little bit, only for the fact that when you go through, you may start bouncing like that. You're going to do some engine damage, some shock damage, because I got a little bit of engine damage already just by powering my way through to set this up for you guys. Just remember, little bit on the steering wheel. Don't pull it all the way over, but just try and be gentle with it. Think of that left stick as your steering wheel in your car. There are a couple of roads up to this viewpoint, but what I suggest you doing, avoid the mud puddle and just stick off to the side, just like that. And once you can, drop down to the road. We'll plan how to get up there. So if you can see the road, it's just beside me. I'm just trying to avoid that rock, and these little trees here, you can get right over them. It'd be best if I don't try and drive right over the tree. There you go. Now it's up to you how to get back, but we are just going to go back right to the garage, straight to customization, and I'm proving to you that those are the beginning stock highway tires that you guys will all have started with. So it is easily done. You just have to be gentle on that steering, feather the throttle a little bit, don't power straight on through. So this one here, stock engine, stock gearbox, stock, beginning tires, stock winch, haven't added anything there. So this truck, it is, I still have it. I don't use it that much, but I still have it. But pretty much between these two vehicles are going to be your friends for now, until you can unlock some better equipment. The first thing I would suggest you to do is go after all the viewpoints throughout the map, open it up, and then start working on getting your bridges done. Like this bridge here, you already finished this bridge. Then you're going to see some roadblocks throughout the map, some other bridges that need to be completed. By finishing those bridges and roadblocks, it's going to make your life a lot easier later on once you start doing some of these contracts. Not a drill. You got to take a huge, you can see that trailer there, the construction rig, semi-trailer. That is a huge piece of equipment that you've got to bring all the way over to the tunnel. I'm not going to show you exactly how or which route to follow, that is up to you. But I can tell you, the easiest way to bring it there is by getting those bridges and roadblocks cleared out of your way. So I am absolutely loving this game. So feel free to subscribe, like my video, and share it with your friends. Let them in on some of this advice to help you out a little bit in SnowRunner. Anyways, we'll talk to you later.